as for the download that happened, of download or transfer of information that happened when you touched the symbols, was it like a telepathic download? I mean, do you have any conscious memory of it? How it?
Oh, it absolutely was telepathic. It wasn't like I could see it in front of me, like visually. It was like it was a pictorial that was running a movie in my brain. You know, it was in a mind's eye kind of thing. Yeah, it wasn't. I couldn't physically actually see something. No. And it was flashings of zeros and ones, and later we find out it's some type of binary code, which be honest with you, I have trouble with algebra, or I'm not a math person by no means, let alone computers. And in 1980, I don't think we even had computers that we used, so it was foreign. Anyway, I did record the glyphs at the scene, but when I went home in the following day, I don't know, I can't get these images. I mean, they're just like there, 1 0 0 0 0. They're all in my head. So I felt compelled to write them down. So I grabbed my notebook, flipped it open, and then I did the most crazy thing I thought in the world. I wrote these 1s and 0s all the way down. It's like 12, 14 pages of them. And anyway, at a certain point, when I got done, I had no more imaging. Now, I'm not at the craft, I'm at home. I go back to Ipswich, and this is where this is happening. And then once I'd done it, though, the imaging was gone. So I thought, great. Now, can I tell somebody that I went and received imaging in my living room at home in Ipswich, and I had to write them down, and I'm okay now. I did not tell anybody that happened, okay?
I've never seen a notebook before. And that was one of my questions to him, because there's a different date, you know, than the one. Well, it makes sense now, because the way it is the 27th is when he wrote the codes out. When he sat down and had, you know, wrote down what was bugging him. But the before that was all the other stuff that he wrote down. But he said right there when he was talking, he goes, I had a download. Mm-hmm. And that's the first time I had heard it, and the first time Linda had heard it. And we, a download, what do you mean by a download? He goes, well, I felt like something was downloaded to me. And I think maybe he said he felt like something maybe had come, but he says it was downloaded to me, and then it drove me so crazy I had to sit down and write them down. And we're like, write them where? And he goes, right here in the notebook, because he brought it for me to look at, because I had questions. And he opens up the notebook, and he goes, these numbers. He goes, I have no idea what these are and what they mean. And he goes, those are binary codes. And I go, I mean, I'm sitting there like, what the hell is going on? And she goes, binary codes. And I go, what are binary codes? And she goes, that's a way of communication. And I'm like, what? You know, and she goes, no, if it's legit, she goes, it's not legit that he wrote it down, but if there was really a download, they'll mean something. And now I'm like going, what the hell is going on?